Okay, so in this video we're going to look at the decorative tooling. So we've already done our shading and got the flowers and the leaves looking 3D. Now we're going to make them a bit more decorative. So these are some of the punches that we're going to be using, some of the tools. So we've got a flower centre, a veiner, this long pear shader, a fatter normal pear shader, and we're going to use this backgrounding tool as well. So these are the only tools we're going to use. So you don't need too many tools to get a good effect if you're just starting out. Again, we're going to keep it nice and moist, but not wet. We don't want it too soggy. Just want it moist. Now you see with this, I'm just going to lean the tool away from me. It's going to give us, again, that 3D approach. It's not, if we keep it straight in a flower that's meant to look like it's leaning, it'll look wrong. So we need to angle it along with the flower. Here we're going to use our long pear shader and just slowly put some decoration into the petals. So the trick with these is to, you see how I'm moving the tool? Just trying to make that look as though it's one impression. It's very easy to make multiple impressions and it look a bit cheap. So it comes with practice. So, and I'm trying as well to just put a bit of a curve into each of these impressions to kind of follow the curve of the petal down into the centre of the flower. So I'm going to go up to this leaf, a little impression on that side of the leaf. I'm going to pull out my other pear shader to do the fatter part of the leaf. Switch back. Gently go around some of the smaller leaves. Just give it some character. Here I'm using the pointed end to get right into the tip of the leaf, and then slowly chase backwards just to put a bit of a groove down the middle of the leaf. Like I say, just for character. Doesn't really mean anything, just looks nice. So just as I'm going, I'm just deciding where do I want things. Get back to the pear shader. Now we're going to go and do this big leaf in the middle. And you see I'm just gently turning that in to give the impression that the leaf's rolling away, or towards us in this case, and away on this one. So it's very simple but very effective. Going back to the smaller leaves, just giving it some character. Here I'm just leaning the tool away from me, using that pointed end to just put a series of what look like thorns or something spiky coming out of the leaf. That was my intention anyway. So, and then there, just gentle grooves down the leaves, and then finish off the flower at the end. So already we're getting quite a nice finish compared to where we started. Okay, we put those away. I'm going to move on to the veiner. This is probably my favourite part of the process. It's again so simple, but it just really brings it to life. It's great for doing ferns and other forest foliage kind of thing. basically just working around some of those different sections, just wherever it feels necessary. Trying not to go over the top, but you know, sometimes you can do too much. But so, less is more, he says, carrying on. That's enough of that. Now we're going to move on to our backgrounding tool. So this is just to squish down any of those bits that are background. If it's not a leaf, it's not a petal, we're going to squash it down so that it doesn't stand proud. Just going to emphasise that 3D effect of the other sections. It's also textured, so it's going to kind of stipple the background. Which, if you're adding a dye or something, it looks quite smart. I'm going to leave this just natural. I'm going to buff it up, and just because it's going to be used on the axe, my hands are going to be all over it, so it'll get a nice patina over time. That's the intention anyway. So this tool is quite nice. It's really small. Delicate tool, so you can get right into corners and get into all the tight spaces. So what I'll do when I've finished this, we're going to burnish it with a cloth. So all the high spots, we'll hit that with the cloth. Any low spots won't be touched. So the high spots will get a nice shine on them, and the low spots will have a nice matte finish. So you get that nice contrast. Again, you see how I'm supporting the tool with 4 fingers along the shaft, keeping it upright, making sure we don't slip off or lose control of it. And again, like I've said in previous videos, I'm not holding the maul on the handle, I'm holding the actual head, and I'm pivoting with my wrist. So I'm not smacking it really hard, but it's the weight of the maul's doing all the work for me. Okay, you see that? It's nearly done. So we're going to move on and get our swivel knife out again. And we're going to do what's called decorative cuts. So we're just going to put little marks in just to indicate the flow of the pattern. So they're just delicate, nuanced bits. These are the bits that each leatherworker will have his own unique little way of doing certain things, so they'll have patterns that they like to do. So I like to go around the inside of a leaf and then just do a couple of nicks down the side. Other guys will put some spikes in, V's at the bottom of the stems and things like that. That's kind of what makes it unique to each artist. Those things, just experiment with a few things, and different ideas work, some don't. Feel free to make mistakes. At the end of the day, it's what makes a handmade piece handmade. Here with the leaf, I'm coming out from the middle to the outside, so the thicker part of the cut is in the middle, coming out to a fading out cut, if that makes sense, toward the edge. Again, coming around the inside of the leaves, and a couple of nicks down the side. Again, if you're going to dye this, you use what's called like antique gel, which gets down in the cuts and makes them really stand out. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. I'll puff that up, do the other side, stitch it to the other piece, and yeah, then put it on the axe. There we go. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Join in some of our other videos coming up. Hope you enjoyed this series. Don't forget to check out the website, bentleyleathercraft.com, or if you're on Instagram, check us out on Bentley Leathercraft. Thanks. See you again.